So you know that feeling when your brain's buzzing, but your body's flat? You're not lazy, you're overloaded. Now, most entrepreneurs aren't running out of time. They're running out of bandwidth. Now, your brain's a processor. Your routines are the code, and right now, too many tabs are open. So let's talk about why your system keeps overheating and how to reboot it before it actually crashes. So here's what we're diving into today: hidden energy leaks inside the operating system, and how decision fatigue silently drains your focus, and how doing it all yourself burns out your execution engine, and finally, how to rebuild the daily systems that keep your energy stable and scalable. Now, back in the early days of personal computing, power users used to overclock their processors. So basically what that means is they pushed them past their limits to squeeze out more speed. It worked until the heat built up, the fan couldn't keep up, performance dropped, and the whole system had to throttle itself just to survive. Now, entrepreneurs do the same thing. More hours, more output, but we rarely upgrade our cooling systems. Things like recovery, delegation, focus. Eventually, the body starts throttling. You feel it as fatigue, fog, and frustration. So let's break down how to cool your system before it burns out completely. I call this framework energy, 6 levers that help you execute at high level without burning out. Now, each one addresses a different kind of power drain: mental, emotional, or physical. So the E in energy is eliminate cognitive clutter. You ever open 20 browser tabs to research one thing, then realize an hour later you can't even remember what you were looking for? Now, that's your brain on decision fatigue, and most entrepreneurs leave like that all day. Every "should I answer this now?" or "which tool should I use?" is another background process running in your head. Now, when your brain is juggling constant micro decisions, it burns energy before you even touch the real work. Now, that's cognitive clutter. Too many open loops, too much noise. So start closing tabs, standardize your routines, batch your decisions, and create defaults for the small stuff. Now, every tiny decision you automate frees bandwidth for the big moves. And the end is about normalize real recovery. I had a client who prided himself on working 90-hour weeks because his team depended on him. But by week 6, he was slower, forgetful, and snapping at people. When he finally took a 3-day weekend, he came back with the clarity to solve a pricing problem that had been haunting him for months. Here's the truth: overwork doesn't prove commitment. It sabotages capacity. Your brain and body need downtime the way your phone needs a charging. So build recovery into the system. Block real rest. Protect it like any high-value meeting. Turn off the noise and step away and let your mind reset. You don't need more time. You need cleaner recovery. And the E here is all about empowering your team and tools. Now picture this: a founder juggling customer calls, design tweaks, and payroll approvals all before lunch. Now that's like running Photoshop, Zoom, and 10 Chrome tabs on an old laptop. Eventually it freezes. Doing it all yourself isn't heroism, it's system failure. Every task you hold drains the mental energy that should be going to strategy. Now start handing things off. Automate what you can and delegate decisions. Now, when your team and tools carry more of the load, you stay focused on the work that only you can do. And all here is all about reconnect with purpose. Now, I once coached a founder who woke up every morning anxious, grinding from fear that the company might fail. Now, he wasn't tired from work. He was tired from worry. Now, when he reconnected with why he started, his energy flipped almost overnight. Now, the stress didn't vanish, but he stopped owning him. Now, fear is one of the biggest energy leaks there is. When everything you do is driven by anxiety, you are running on survival mode. So take time every week to check back in with your intention. Ask, why am I doing this? Now, when you're clear on purpose, energy follows direction instead of panic. And the G here is all about guard your physical systems. Noam Brodsky, a veteran entrepreneur, once said he ran his business on coffee and adrenaline until his body gave out. Now, when he cleaned up his diet and started sleeping again, his productivity skyrocketed. Now, your body is a hardware running your enterprise. If you overload it, no amount of hustle will compensate. So treat your health like infrastructure. Eat real food. Move every day. Protect your 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Now, when your body runs clean, your brain runs fast. That's how you keep the machine sharp. And finally, the Y is all about what? Yield to rhythm. Now, think about elite athletes. They don't go all out every single day. The training cycles. Sprinters, a rest between sprints. Musicians, a pause between sets. Now, that rhythm is what builds endurance. Entrepreneurs forget that. We think energy means acceleration. It doesn't. It means pacing. So design your week around energy cycles, not just hours. 90 minutes on, 15 minutes off, work hard, recover fully, and repeat, because rhythm sustains performance. Overdrive destroys it. When you run on clean energy, work starts feeling like a grind. It starts to feel like flow, steady, controlled, and predictable. And here's the thing, even when your system runs clean, there's still one force that can crash it from the outside. It's not exhaustion, it's burnout. And most founders completely misdiagnose what's actually causing it. So if you've ever felt that creeping fatigue that doesn't go away no matter how much rest you get, click right here to watch the breakdown of Why Am I Always Tired? The truth nobody told you. You see exactly where it all begins and how to fix it.